Teams, hello guys, welcome back to another stream with FC RAMSAY, and we are watching the DFB Pokal as well as the Carabao Cup. Manchester United is facing Leicester City as well as Bayern Munich has traveled to Mainz at the Mava Arena, where Vincent Company has made some changes to the squad, as well as Manchester United under Ruud van Nistelrooy will take the interim charges, and United for the first time with the lineups of Ziggy, Fernandes, Garnacho, Rashford, Casemiro, Ugarte, the new signing for the Old Trafford this season. And yes, Lindelof and De Ligt at the centre backs, whereas Martinez on the left backs. That is quite a weird United formation. But what is Ruud van Nistelrooy is going to cook is that he is going to play with those three centre backs. New tactical changes which has been applied after the sacking of Eric Ten Hag. And this game at the Old Trafford, United hasn't won a single game in the Carabao Cup. So definitely United needs to go for those glory in this game, where the goalkeeper by indeed has been appointed. Huge changes in the United's formation. And yes, Johnny Evans, Mazzarri being the defender, is not in the first starting lineup. Jack Fletcher, Fizzlegaard, Ahmad Diallo, Wheatley and Holland are there, but many injuries that of Anthony, Harry Maguire, Kobe Manu, Lenny Yoro, Luke Shaw, Mason Mount, Collier and Milicia are injured. But yes, Leicester City must be going for some kind of point sharing in them under Steve Cooper. Let's see what happens in this game. And talking about the lineups of Mainz and Bayern Munich, that is the lineup which company has just made with Sane, Musiala and Gnabry, the old predators for the Bayern, hunting at the Meva Arena of Mainz with the likes of Harry Kane, the Ballon d'Or winner. My mistake. He is not the Ballon d'Or winner. The Gerd Muller Trophy winner from Karl-Heinz Rummenigge, and the, oh my god, that is a change in the team. Kimmich and Palina are over there. Yes, Kane got that Gerd Muller trophy, and from Karl-Heinz Rummenigge, that was quite emotional because one striker from this Bayern Munich, and that too from the legend Rummenigge, that felicitation was too much. But yes, some kind of centre backs changes where Eric Dyer has been chosen and Upamecano has been under some kind of bruises on his thigh. He hasn't been picked for this game. Whereas the neglecting Kim Min-jae with the likes of right back Lamar and Davis. So here it goes, the match starts. What is in store for both the red giants of the European football, Bayern Munich as well as Manchester United? That is Harry Kane trying to jiggle away Lamar with the ball to the right backs. So let us just switch to the lineups so that you guys can have some sort of watch along over here. Here it is, Manchester United lineup. It has started. Tottenham and Manchester City has started. So that was some kind of early chance for Serge Gnabry. He is moving quite fast on the field. So yes, who is the dominant of the Reds over here? This will be quite critical to watch. So here is the lineup between Bayern and Mainz. You can watch over here. And yes, those of you who are having the Discord link, it is given in the channel description as well as in the video description. You can get a watch over there also. Let me put a Q&A over here for this stream. Is that whether how many goals Musiala with that first goal so early to this game. Bayern has scored. That is Jamal Musiala scoring so early. Tor. Mainz has conceded. That is one early goal for Jamal Musiala in this game. Mia Sen Mia moments. Kim gives that to Alfonso. Alfonso tries to dribble and he has successfully dribbled two players. That is the cross. Harry Kane gives it to Musiala. Musiala just dribbles it inside the box. He just evades the goalkeeper with that right footer. What a class finish that is from Musiala. He has got that early goal in just 2 minutes of the game. So let's put a Q&A over here onto the chat that how many goals Bayern scored today. So that is over here the Q&A on the chat over there that how many goals Bayern are going to score today. Do have your comments in the chat section. Let's pop out this chat over here. It is safe. And Manchester City and Manchester United are on their new lineups, are on their way at the Old Trafford. Hope they do good in this. United hasn't got a win in the Carabao Cup. That is the most astonishing part. I mean, how can this happen? Definitely some sort of movements is required. Let us look at this game again. Yes, Bayern has scored. That is it. Yes, all my screens are just split with two matches and one on the console. That was some kind of long balls from the goalkeeper of Mainz, and that is Zentner. Bayern needs those victories because those losses in the Champions League team needs some kind of boost. Eric Dyer, Musiala, Kimmich. Kimmich is staying on the defensive aspects. Lima is staying a bit high. Kim Davis, that is a throw. Hello, hello. Voice is audible? Yes. Hello, hello. Yes, it's audible. Kim just switches the ball to Lima. Lima has given to Musiala. Lima is speeding away. Musiala is dribbling. Bayern is playing a bit wide with Sane and Gnabry on the forwards. So Vincent Company is trying to gather those momentum. He is trying to get those boosts out of these matches. The team needs confidence and support. And yes, the FC Bayern matches are live on the platform of YouTube and Facebook. You can watch the matches live over there also. All the matches of the DFB Pokal are live on the platforms of FC Bayern's YouTube and Facebook. You can get a link from those social media networks and watch the matches there also. Sane is chasing Kim with that aggressive up front. Davis back to Kim. That is Palhina. Eric Dyer. Lima. Back to Dyer. So Eric Dyer is making his appearance to the first team build up because Upamecano is on injuries. I mean, that is a minor one. He has some bruise on his thigh. Palhina finding Gnabry. Gnabry tries to make some center passes with it, but that is an interception. Davis is speeding back for those left back tackles. Manuel Neuer with that clearance. Harry Kane is there. That is a foul to Musiala. How can you just foul it so easily? Referee, give a card to it. That tackle needs a card over there. That tackle definitely needs a card over there. Some sort of card should be shown. The matches the matches of this season are going to be too long because the schedule and the fixtures of the Champions League are way bigger and players need to be too secured for playing in these games. Yes, the referees must do those decisions to keep the players safe. That is Gnabry speeding away, but he has been denied with that interception. Lima doing those aggressive pressing against Mainz. Lima just wants them to commit some kind of mistakes. Very high defensive lineup the team is playing. Just look at it. The whole of the team is just up against the half line. Palina, Kim, and Dyer, they are staying so high on the pitch. That is the way the Bayern plays. Sane with that ball, trying to dribble it. He has won that challenge to Musiala. What? That referee has given some kind of foul to it. No cards being shown. Amiri is the player from Mainz. That guy is definitely doing a good over here. Watching this player from Mainz, Amiri, he is the number 18 jersey and he is a profound player in this squad. Came with that interception. Davis, Gnabry, came, Gnabry again. Gnabry needs to have those moments of goals incoming on his checklist. Gnabry definitely needs those checklist moment of goals. Just clear the ball, man. Why are all these guys so much passing? Clear it. Clear it, man. You need to get those clearance from the defense. No need for passing the ball in the defense. You just have to go for those clearance. At times, Kim Min-jae is definitely going for those rusty mistakes. Eric Dyer, Lima missed passes, but the mains are just spread on their forwards. That is Musiala to Gnabry. Gnabry is moving to the left wings. Can he just cut in or make those passes to the center? No. He has been just blocked over there on the edge of the box. Ball back in position with Bayern Kimmich. That is some sort of tackle to Alphonso Davies. Give him a card, referee. Give him a card. He needs a card. That is an intentional tackle to Davis. That is some sort of intentional tackle to Davis. Give him a yellow card. Kimmich has got a decent haircut. Dyer back to Kim. Back to Eric Dyer. Kim to Davis. Some positioning of Pelina. I am not being able to understand what is he trying to do on those aspects. Pelina is staying down. Kimmich is there. That are the two plus two center backs plus two defensive midfields who are forming those boxes at the defense. Davis, Gnabry, Musiala dropping down. Musiala tries to change the wing to Lima. Eric Dyer. Palina is staying up. Davis to Palina. Palina miss passes. That is what the team is lacking from Palina, which is quite evident from these games. That is an offside and it was lucky. See, such type of mistakes from Palina is occurring. Palina needs more time in the squad. He definitely needs to have those moments. Palina definitely needs to have those moments. Yes, in the match between United and Leicester, there has been no goals so far. Tottenham playing against Manchester City, no goals so far. And the game will start from 1:45, whereas Brighton and Liverpool they are also scoreless at the moment, and Bayern has scored with the likes of Jamal Musiala under 2 minutes. The team has got that first glory, but go for more. Harry Kane, Harry Kane is speeding away. Damn, look at him. Where was this Harry Kane back in the Champions League? That is Harry Kane. Can he get a touch to it? No. Just look at here what Harry Kane is doing. He is dropping a bit deep and he is moving also for those center forward positions with the build up. That is some sort of boot, and the goalkeeper from Mainz, Zantna, has faced that bruise. He will definitely get his time to recover. This is the same way how Musiala got that chance to score. It was four Bayern forwards and they got the Mainz defenders outnumbered in the squad. So that left back and the left wing movements of Bayern are proving those lethal. But as Sane is not getting those moves which is required. Some sort of goalkeeping replacement for Mayans, I guess. So yes, there is a Q&A over here that how many goals Bayern are going to score today. Yes, the audio quality is good, the video quality is good. So some sort of stoppage in the gameplay. The goalkeeper has got injured. Talking about the fixtures of both the teams, just have a look at it, how things has happened with Bayern and Mainz. Here are these stats facing one on one. Bayern has won against Mainz with a big margin of 8-1, then it was a 3-1. But yes, in 2023, Mainz has got that win of 3-1 against Bayern. And yes, after that, it was again back in 2022 where Mainz has got that victory. So yes, out of a total 22 wins by Bayern and 6 from Mainz and a total of 2 draws. So this is the aspect of Mainz and Bayern. And looking about the United Casemiro has scored. Just look at over here, Casemiro has scored, and what a goal that is. United has scored under Van Nistelrooy. This is the moment which United must be having from the start of the season. But yes, I don't know how United are going to recover from this. But that is definitely going to hamper their season because they are way down to the 13th position in the table. Just look at it how this player from Mainz has. What a tackle that was to Musiala. Give him a red card. Give him a red card. Are you trying to wrestle here? Are you trying to play those boxing days? This player is so rusty, man. Core is so rusty. He must be given a red card. This player must be given a red card over here. Eric Dyer back to Neuer. Kim. Kim to Gnabry. Davis is speeding away. Musiala dribbling away. He is inside the box, being outnumbered by the Mainz defense. That is some kind of penalty to be given inside the box for that tackle to Musiala. Neuer to Kim. Back to Neuer. Some sort of aggressive pressing. That is Palina with the tackle. He falls down. Palina is looking a bit weak. I mean, some sort of strength is lacking in Palina. Kim to Davis. Musiala back to Davis. Davis is speeding away. He finds Gnabry. Gnabry is on the run. He has found those left wings, but that is a corner. Get that goal from this corner, guys. Get that goal from this corner. We definitely need that goal right now. Kimmich with that corner. Will that be a goal? No. That was Kim with the header, but he has been denied. Alfonso Davis. Kimmich to Lama. Manuel Neuer is there. I'm not being able to understand at what position Perina has been appointed to play. Just look at the aspects positioning of Pelena. I mean, he is not playing those pivotal role. He is just getting the number present felt over there. Eric Dyer, Kim, and Pelina are staying at the center backs. That is Musiala. He has dribbled past Harry Kane. Leroy Sané. Lama is there. Will he go for those crosses? No, he is dribbling past. 1, 2. That is a throw for Bayern. Kimmich tries to find Musiala in the center of the box. That is some sort of interception. So yes, this is what company has to come forward with the team over here. Pelina, Kimmich, Sane, Pelina, Kimmich, Pelina again. I mean, the movement of Harry Kane and Musiala. Musiala is dropping down. Pelina is there in that position. What are they trying to do? Sane and Gnabry, they are staying wide. They are not cutting into the center. Kim has got that interception. I mean, very rare to find Kim with those good interceptions. Generally, he stays too high and too aggressive on the pitch. Gnabry, Kim, Kimmich, Lama, Sane, Eric Dyer, Sane, Palhina, Sane is cutting in. That is a sole effort from him, and that is the second goal. No! He has missed it. Gnabry, what have you done? Damn, that ball just needed a touch from his feet into that direction. Gnabry is bit out of form, man. Gnabry is bit out of form. He got those two touches. That was an empty goal to score just to put the ball inside the nets. Gnabry has missed a disaster. He has missed a big chance over here. This is a big chance missed by Gnabry. How could Gnabry miss that, man? How could Gnabry miss that? This is some sort of rusty gameplay from him. That should have been a goal. Eric Dyer to Kimmich. Kimmich to Neuer. I am not finding any tactical inputs in the midfield from Bayern, and they are not even getting the opposition outnumbered in their penalty box. This will definitely cost Bayern. This is definitely going to cost Bayern a huge deficit from the first half. Just look at it, how the team just got distorted in their formation. I mean, all of the Bayern players were on the left side and no one there on the right side. Lima to Dyer, Neuer, Kim to Davis, Davis back to Kim. So that is 2-2-6 which they are trying to play. Company is trying to play, rather it is 3-2-5 to be more precise. But yes, Pelina is looking a bit distorted in his gameplay. Kimmich to Lima. Lima finds Sane, but Sane is nowhere to be seen. That is Harry Kane. Pelina finds Musiala. Musiala has found Sane. Can he get that? No, that was a direct hit. Get that shot from there, man. Damn, you are missing from the box. Both Sane and Gnabry are missing from the box. I am not getting those moments over here. Creating opportunities and missing just inside the box. These are the moments which are required in big matches and you have to perform. Just look at Kim where he has gone with those aggressive tackles. I mean, what sort of gameplay they are playing over here? That was Harry Dyer to that rescue from the cross. That was a good block by Eric Dyer. Eric Dyer making his presence in the team felt from the defensive aspects, clearing away those balls from those headers. But yes, miss of Gnabry and Sane, that is looking too much annoying. Damn, again look at it. That was Kim Min Jae again. Just look at him, man. Just look at him. Again, a mistake at the centre backs. That was a big mistake from Kim again at the centre backs. I am not going to tolerate this player at Bayern anymore. I can't take this Kim Min Jae at Bayern anymore. I don't know what is wrong with him, but he commits big mistakes. I mean, at times I somehow don't understand what type of mistakes Kim is making. Gnabry has dropped down to the left backs, providing some assist to Alfonso Davis. Mainz with that throw. That was something great playmaking from Mainz. I mean, I am not being able to understand that inside the box why the centre backs are going so high up. Musiala finally gets that clearance, and that is a throw. That is a foul throw. I mean, look at that miss from Leroy Sané. That was such a one-to-one chance which he missed, and that also from Gnabry. Look at that mistake from Kim again. Damn, I am not going to take that. What is that defensive aspect of Kim? I don't know what he is looking. I mean, whom he is staring at the crowds. He is in no mood of playing. Gnabry and Sane has changed their positions at the wing. Sane has moved to the left, whereas Gnabry has moved to the right wings. So yes, tactical gameplay of company has been read well by Mainz, and they are doing too good in blocking those build-ups. Davis, Musiala, that is the tackle to Musiala, which he is demanding for the referee to give some card. Musiala is looking annoying. This is the time where they need to have those patience. They have to make those build-ups. Kimmich, Gnabry again, Eric Dyer, Dyer to Lima, Sane, Sane to Paulino, Kim, too much high line of the defense. I mean, the ground has been reduced to one fourth of it. Kimmich, Eric Dyer, Davis, Gnabry is cutting in. Lima, Sane, Sane with that cross header from Kane. That is the second goal, and it is Musiala again with that header. That is the second goal incoming. What a cross that was from Sane. That left footer. Kane got that header, but it was a block. But in the end, it is Musiala who has scored it. Just look at it. Was that an offside? No, that wasn't. That was a touch from the goalkeeper, and then Musiala scores it. So no offside for that. So yes, that isn't an offside, and this second goal stands. So yes, Musiala back to back in two games, scoring with those headers. In the previous game, Musiala has scored with that header, and in this game also, the first one he scored with that quite dribbling shot, and in this with the header. Two goals for Musiala and two goals for Bayern as well. So yes, Bayern are two goals up, and yes, talking about the table over here, just have a look at it here, guys. I mean, the DFB Pokal matches are being playing, and yes, the top rated player is top for Werder Bremen. And yes, Frankfurt's Hugo Ekitike is the player. This player was causing much of trouble. I mean, Ekitike is the player from Frankfurt. He has been causing much troubles for Bayern in the previous game as well. So yes, Musiala has also got those two goals. This player Hugo Ekitike, he is from the likes of France, and he is really for those striking positions creating much disturbances. Just look at it, he is from the Reims. He was from the PSG and is on to Frankfurt from this year February, and in just 12 games he has scored 5, whereas in the previous season out of 16 games he had scored 4 goals. So Etitike is still the best player in the Pokal in terms of the goals scored as well as the assists. We will make a compilation of the detailed video of this DFB Pokal tomorrow, and in the morning you guys will definitely get a, and that is 4 goals scored by Manchester United. What a glory they are having. Just look at it, how the United are doing those glory moments. United has scored their 4 goals. Casemiro scoring twice, Garnacho as well as Fernandes. A very good start for the United. Yes, Leicester City is a team, and they are on the 15th, but yes, United are at the 14th. So this was going to be a competition. But yes, if you talk about the United's glory, then this was a no match. But at the Old Trafford, United have scored 4 games. Definitely, it is a big call for Van Nistelrooy, who is doing his job too great. But But yes, United has to do much in this season because talking about the fixtures of United, they are yet to go against Chelsea, that is on Sunday. They have that Europa League game, as well as again they will come one on one against Leicester, then Ipswich again in the Europa League they are having, then comes the Premier League, Everton, yet Arsenal, Nottingham Forest, Manchester City on 15th of December. So much of the hurdles for Manchester United are still left in this half of the season. So I don't know whether Van Nistelrooy will take over the complete charges or Ruben Amorim from Sporting CP. He will have those complete charges. What is going to be? I will read about it and will make a compiled video of that. But yes, Manchester United, the Old Trafford fans, they have a lot to go yet in the half of the season as well as in the next half. So, but the table over here is that United is at 14 with 9 games played. That is a disaster. 6 losses, I mean 18, and out of those 2 draws, I mean a 16 points to drop down. That is huge. In 9 games, you have dropped 16 points. That is a huge for this Premier League where the likes of Manchester City, Liverpool, Arsenal are there for the top threes. That is Musiala again. Can he score that? It is for Harry Kane. No, he has missed. That was the third goal chance for. Damn, what just did happen? Oh, yes, it's okay. So yes, these 4 contenders, Manchester City, Liverpool, Arsenal and Aston Villa, they are staying on the top 4. I don't find any kind of changes in the top 4 up to the end of the season. But yes, Chelsea are doing good. If they can give a competition to Aston Villa, they will. But the top 3 are not going to change. Yes, City, Liverpool, Arsenal, or City, Arsenal, Liverpool, that would be that difference, 1 or 2 positions. But Aston Villa and Chelsea, they are going to stay at the 4th and the 5th positions respectively. So no changes in the Premier League from the past 3 seasons. The same thing is going on and on, and it has become so much boring. Tottenham is having a match against Manchester City too, and that game of Tottenham and Manchester City, Tottenham has scored, and it is Timo Werner. City is down. So here it is the lineup. Manchester City is having many injuries. Jack Grealish, Doku, Kevin De Bruyne, Walker, Oscar Bob, Rodri. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 injuries. Whereas from Tottenham, Spence, Heung-min So, and Odegaard are injured. But yes, they have got Richarlison. I don't think Richarlison will make some kind of moves. And Postecoglou, what will he do against Guardiola? Or Guardiola has something to do. Will that be an upset for the Manchester City? Because in the Premier League, Manchester City, despite having so many injuries, are yet to be beaten and they remain unbeaten in the 9 matches as well as in the Carabao Cup. Brighton and Liverpool are on the half time with no goals scored, whereas Bayern has scored those 2 goals. And that is the third goal. And that is the Sane moment. That was much expected. These moments were much required. But definitely Serge Gnabry needs to score. Third goal coming for Bayern in just 45 minutes. Sane got that. dribble. It was Harry Kane giving to Davis. Davis, Sane. Sane got that shot. Yes, that was perfect. Gnabry was also there. Gnabry needs to be on these scoring aspects. 3 minutes of extra time being added. That is Manuel Neuer who is just raising his hand to the fans. That was a tackle which was made to Core, and Quire with that tackle to Musiala has just got those redemption back. These are the moments which makes the team too strong. But yes, definitely, what a tackle that is from Jens. Give him a red card, man. Give him a red card. What is that tackle? Referee, give him a red card at least. I mean, what type of chewing he is doing with his mouth? Give him a red card. He deserves a red card over there. Lama to Kimmich, Kimmich to Sane. Sane is now looking too lethal. He has that to Lama. Lama is just in. And that is the fourth goal. Yes, it is. Musiala has got that hat trick, man. Musiala has scored 1, 2, and 3. He does that style set, man. 1, 2, and 3. Musiala has got that hat trick. Mia San Minia moment for the Bayern. Huge moment. Sane gave that to Kimmich. Just look at it. Sane is making those moves and the team has started scoring. That was Musiala, right? Yes, he has got that touch to it. Yes, that was Musiala over there and he has got that touch. This form of Leroy Sané is required in the team. And yes, if Gnabry starts scoring, that will be also too good because he has to be on the score sheet. That is the referee who has blown the whistle, and this is the end of the first half. What is happening at the Carabao Cup? So yes, Bayern has done their job of destroying the opponents in the first half, and in the second half we will be seeing those goal scoring spree. Musiala with 3 goals, Harry Kane with the assist. Leroy Sané getting back in his form. He is now seen speeding away, dribbling, but some sort of positioning from Pelina is making the things a bit complicated at the midfield. Pelina definitely needs to get more time to the squad. So that it is up to the first half, guys. It is a break over there. We will also take a break, a short break of 2 to 3 minutes. And yes, guys, those of you who are watching the stream, do give us a like, do share, and do subscribe. Your likes make us happy, and definitely we will get those moments. What a hat trick that was from Musiala, and Leroy Sané doing those moments is definitely making it a big. But talking about Manchester United, just look at it, the way they have scored in this game. I mean, a total of 4 goals in the first half. And Leicester has scored again just so. This scoreline of 4-2 remains. Casemiro with 2 goals, Garnacho and Fernandes. Yes, the new formation of Manchester United is giving them those edges. 6 goals at the Old Trafford in the first half itself. What a glory night it will be for the teams, those who are going to get it. But yes, guys, do stay tuned. I'll be just back in 2 to 3 minutes. I will also take a break and we will be back. Do stay tuned to it. That it is. Let me just put off this. Yes, now it looks good. So yes guys, I'm back with that break, and this is the second half incoming. The players are seen dropping down. Any kind of changes? I don't think so. So that is a total 4 goal lead by Bayern in the first half. Damn, I started this stream, but now I'm feeling too sleepy. The next game which Bayern are going to face is that of the fixtures of Bayern is that of they are going to face Union Berlin, and that is the next Benfica at the Alliance. Then it's St. Pauli and Augsburg, then it's PSG, and then comes Dortmund. So quite big fixtures for Bayern from the Champions League as well as in the Bundesliga. And then that's Shakhtar Donetsk, Mainz again in the Bundesliga, and then is the top two teams of the Bundesliga, Leipzig and Bayern Munich, on 21st of December. So yes, quite a big schedule for Bayern. They have to play big games. Yes, in this they are up by 4 goals, performing too decently. And yes, Manchester United, talking about them, they are 4 goals up, and still the halftime is over there. No changes needs to be made. But yes, Ugarte, Delict, and Lindelof are not having those strength. Whereas the new signing Zirkzee, the deep lying player in the formation, is also not looking that great. So what are the substitutions which Bayern has made is that of the likes. We can see some substitutions being made. Is that some sort of substitution in the ground? We can see Mathis Tell, we can see Thomas Muller. So these are the two substitutions. Harry Kane and Musiala have been called up. They are being given those rests which is needed. Mathis Tell is there. Mathis Tell, Thomas Muller, they have these are the only two substitutions. But yes, talking about Mainz, they have got some sort of substitutions ongoing. That is Bell, a huge substitution list for Mainz. But yes, Leroy Sané and Gnabry are staying on the pitch, and Vincent Company demands more from their form to be shown in this game. Company needs more from them. Bell trying to cut in, but he gets some sort of interception. Mathistell is the player. He has been given that extension contract up to 2029. But definitely his playmaking, the role where he is apt for, he hasn't found that particular position in the team which is required. At times, Company is playing him at the left wings. At times, he is playing at the center forwards. So yes, he has to make those clinical appearances which will give him a special berth for the first lineup. Limer to Sane. That is Muller with that shot. That is a drop down by the goalkeeper of Mainz, and that is Mr. Zentner, but safe into his hands. So yes, in this game especially, Sane has been seen making those moves, but from the sides of Gnabry, he is a bit lacking in this game. Dyer with that interception to Kimmich, Laimer, Muller, back to Dyer. Eric Dyer is a stable defensive guy, but he is lacking of speed. Sane has got that interception, but the ball has been cleared. That is Kim with that header. Davis has just done a nutmeg. Look at Kim, man. Look at Kim, how he is defending. He is just chasing the shadows. If you are staying high up in the center back positions, then yes, get those offside traps. But look at the defensive aspects. Why is he just chasing down the forwards? I am in awe of this player, Kim Min-jae. I mean, definitely Bayern needs more defensive aspects from that player. But he really commits those mistakes, which is, I mean, too much annoying. Gnabry cutting in, changing the flanks to Muller. Muller just drops into the center. Palina, Tell. I mean, Mainz is playing rusty, man. Mainz is playing rusty. They are doing those tackles, and that is really too much critical for the players if they get some kind of injury in this game. Bayern has a lot to play in the Champions League as well. I mean, such type of defending from Mainz where they are tackling just like rubbish, players are definitely going to get, the referee must give those red cards. Look at Eric Dyer, he has got that interception. He clears the ball so efficiently. That is an offside for Mainz. I'm really feeling too sleepy. Kimmich to Paulina, they both are staying too close. Dyer, Kim, Kim to Tell. Tell is now seen on his left wings. Gnabry, Tell back to Gnabry. Dyer, Paulina, Kimmich, Muller. Muller has a bad touch to it. So yes, Mainz are working hard for those glory moments to get a goal at least. Just look at that stadium. This is looking too good. Tell to Palina. Palina is moving up. Those are the places where Conrad Lima is also making those mistakes. He is neither going far up nor he is staying down. Polina tries to find Muller, but that is a missed pass. Some sort of ugly moments in the defense. But yes, the Bayern's players, the Bayern has outnumbered the Mainz in their own defense. Lima back to Kimmich. Polina to Kim. Gnabry. Davis. Polina. Lima. Lima to Sane. Sane is on the extreme right wings. Lima, Sane, Kimmich. Lima again. Kim. Davis. Davis is running hard for those defensive aspects. Matthew is not getting those positions. His mapping in the team with the formation doesn't look too good at times. So that is the substitution for Mainz. The two substitutions in the second half, the starting of the second half, and this is the third substitution which is going to be made by Henriksen. So some of the young players from Mainz are going to come to play, but just have a look at the other matches which is going on. And in the game against Liverpool, Gakpo has scored against Brighton. Just have a look here, guys. Really, this is going to be a good game for Arne Slot. Arne Slot is getting those moments too good. And two goals from Gakpo. Whereas Tottenham has scored two goals. Damn, Manchester City, are they going to lose in this round of the Carabao? A big disheartening and so much annoying loss for Manchester City. Guardiola's men are down by two goals. Sar and Werner being the scorers for Tottenham. I mean, these Spurs are really outshining Guardiola. And yes, Manchester United against Leicester, it's still the score sheet of 4-2. And no changes by Van Nistelrooy. Old Trafford, will they get the glory under Van Nistelrooy in his debut appearances? A big game. Tomorrow we will be making a video of all of these matches compiled together. You guys can have a watch to that also. So some sort of changes for Bayern. and Alfonso Davis is seen just going off the pitch. Mainz is going for those, but that is a block from Manuel Neuer. Damn, Mainz has got a chance, but that was a good block from Manuel Neuer. Just look at the defensive aspects over here. Kim was running over there. He didn't go for those tackles. He was inside the box, but yes, Manuel Neuer got those parrying moments and that deflection with his strong hands. Sane to Kimmich. Yes, Rafael Guerrero has been called in and Alfonso Davis has been called off the pitch. That is the substitution which has been made. So yes, Vincent Company wants his team to play those games. Guerrero is being chosen for those left backs. Muller to Sane. Sane finds Lima, but yes, the combination of Lima and Sane is not getting that lethal from those aspects. Guerrero finds Sane, Kimmich, Lima again, back to Kimmich, Muller. Muller tries to find the center of the box, but there was a block to it. Dyer, Kimmich, Sane, Dyer, Palina, Kimmich, Palina, Kimmich, Guerrero. Just look at the playmaking of Guerrero. He is so smooth. I mean, he plays so nice. But some sort of Lima at the right backs. He is not definitely good at those positions, but yes, he is a veteran from that position only. But somewhat his gameplay has changed more to the central midfields. Kimmich finds Gnabry. No, that was an interception. So is that Goretzka on the field? Damn, many substitutions have been made. What is that company has made? Kane and Musiala were substituted by Thomas Muller and Matthew Stell. And what are the substitutions? Davis. Oh, Davis and Kim both have been substituted, and that is Rafael Guerrero and Leon Goretzka. So a tactical change in the formation as well. More of the players are now be seen for those attacking aspects with the likes of Goretzka on the field. Company wants Goretzka to get those goaling machine activated. So how many more substitutions are we going to see in this game? That is definitely will be a watch to it. 60 minutes of gameplay, still half an hour plus stoppage time. Brighton are down by 2 goals against Liverpool, Tottenham, and yes, Manchester City. Nunes has scored. So City has scored, and United has also scored with the likes of Fernandes, 5 goals up. What are the different substitutions which are still there? Is the midfield of Esako and Key as well as Ibrahimovic. I would definitely want Ibrahimovic to play, whereas the likes of Kingsley Coman and Mikel Olise should be given those rest period. Get Ibrahimovic onto the gameplay. at Lammer, back to Dyer. Dyer, Kimmich, and Goretzka are staying at the centre backs. Palina gets those interceptions. Just look at the gameplay of Palina. Uh, This is the position at the 63rd minutes and 30 seconds. The position where Palina is playing. I really want Palina to be in that position the whole game. That is what he is comfortable at, and he does those destroying opportunities too good from those positions. And playing Palina up in the attack is not getting those movements which is required. Let Palina stay at the defensive midfield aspects. Lima to Dyer. Dyer gets that tackle but safe to Kimmich. Palina back to Dyer. Now just look at the position of Palina. He is too good in those positions. Definitely Palina needs to stick to these positions in the whole season. If he goes too high up in the pitch, then that becomes a disaster. Kimmich to Lima, Sane, the same prototype formation where Kimmich is staying down to the centre backs, especially to the right backs. That is a challenge to Goretzka. Mainz are playing a very undecent game and too bad in shape. Kimmich, Daya, and Goretzka staying at the back with Palhina in the defensive midfields. Goretzka trying to find Guerrero. Yes, he has. Tell Guerrero, Gnabry, Kimmich, Sane, Kimmich, back to Dyer, Goretzka, Gnabry, Goretzka again, Dyer, Kimmich. Kimmich has found Muller. That is a missed pass from Muller. Goretzka has missed it. Just look at these defensive aspects of Pelina I am talking about. Let Pelina stay in that position. Let him play too coolly, too peacefully, and he is definitely going to bring those marbles. Pelina staying at the defensive midfields is too good. Just don't let Pelina to go up for those offensive positions. That is a big disaster. He is a destroyer, and at the defensive midfields, give him anything, he is going to destroy it. But yes, that position, if he is going to stay a bit high, that is definitely going to be a big disaster for the team. Kimmich, Muller, Limo. Can Limo find Kimmich? Back to Kimmich again. Goretzka. Gnabry has cut in, he has found Tell. Tell couldn't get that chance. Matthew still really needs to show some kind of upcoming skills in the team. He has been there for quite a long time. Much expectations are now from this young star from the France. He has to perform, man. He has to perform. He has to give those edges. Yes, talking about Pelina, he does those miracles in the midfield. He is meant for those positions. Playing Pelina up in the lineup, I mean, that is a big mistake any team will do. I mean, any coach will do. Goretzka with that tackle, but he misses it. Save from Gnabry. Matthew is still trying to move in, but that's a block. Mainz are now looking a bit hopeless because they are not having those moments. Goretzka, Palhina back to Neuer. Look at these straight passes from Palhina. He is so good at those positions. I'm really liking Palhina playing in those positions. He is definitely doing those aspects too good. Goretzka, Guerrero, Dyer, Eric Dyer to Lima, Kimmich, Kimmich to Neuer, Neuer to Dyer, Kimmich, Goretzka. Give to Palina, man. Let him play those. Yes, that is what. Palina needs to be played at the defensive midfields with those one touch passes that will create many chances in the midfield. Again, look at Palina, man. He is staying bit high again. That is what the team is building up in the position. Goretzka back to Dyer. Too much of aggression in the centre back lineup. Very high centre back lineup for Bayern. Kimmich, Goretzka, Gnabry, Palhina, Goretzka back to Palhina, Kimmich, Guerrero, Dyer, Palhina, Kimmich, back to Goretzka, Gnabry. Gnabry has not been seen that much efficient in this gameplay for today. Gnabry is not having those moments which is required. I mean, his passes and his stats are showing, but he needs to be on these score sheets. Kimmich, Muller tries to find someone there to assist him. That is the DFB matches where there are so many tackles made. That is the goal for Muller. No, that was Goretzka. My mistake. Kimmich with that cross finds Goretzka. Goretzka had that hairline touch to it. But that was finally a good save from the goalkeeper, and he is Mr. Zentner. What a great save that is. That would have been the fifth goal. Kimmich with that cross again. Sane is there for the defensive aspects. He is speeding away, and the ball is off for a goal kick. These are the moments Sane really does so good. Sane is looking to be back in his oldest of the playing capabilities, and he really needs to stuck to those form for the whole season. Gnabry Tell is not having that vision of this. I mean, many a times I have seen playing Matthew Tell. He is especially just having those moments. He is very much relying on Muller for those passes. So some sort of worrying in the defensive aspects. Eric Dyer is seen a bit injured. So company has to make some substitutions for Dyer. Kim is already being substituted. And yes, Upamecano is down with a bit of injury on his thighs, some sort of bruise. So what is that going to be? Eseko and Kili, who is going to make his mark? What is company is store of? Eric Dyer, does he needs a substitution? So yes, that is Ibrahimovic. Definitely I wanted this player to play. The number 20, he is going to make his move. He is off attacking mindset, and I really wanted Ibrahimovic to play. Ibrahimovic is really a good player, and he has made his three gameplays at the Bayern Munich two team. He has got those two goals. He is from the Bayern Academy as well. Yes, this season Ibrahimovic was kept in the squad, and he makes his move. And Eric Dyer has been called off due to some kind of strain in his muscles, maybe. So, what is that the defensive lineup is staying is that of Goretzka and Lima as well as Kimmich staying down. But yes, Sane and Gnabry on the verge of completion of 80th minutes. Both of them are still playing. Matthew Stell, Lima, Kimmich. Kimmich finds Sane. No, Sane is looking a bit tired too. Some sort of fresh legs also required in those aspects, but I don't think so. Company should make it Coman and Olise must be given those rest which is required. Muller towards the right wings. Muller is complaining to the linesman about the tackles being made. So quite early substitutions by Vincent Company, just on the verge of completion of the first half, and both Harry Kane and Musiala have been given those rest in the second half. Lima to Kimmich. Kimmich finds Palhina. Back to Lima. Goretzka. Goretzka does a mistake in the pass. That is Matthew Tell with the challenge. Palhina has given it to Sane. Sane has found Gnabry. Gnabry with that chip shot into the center of the box. But no way there is any player to get that ball. Turmunchen. That is that Mia San Mia moment. Lima to Kimmich. Where is Sane? I couldn't find. Yes, both Sane and Gnabry are staying on the right wings. And the positioning of Mathis Tell. Yes, Tell needs to make those runs. Give that to the center man. There was Muller over there. Ibrahimovic with that right footer trying to get those curler. That is a Palhina boomer bazooka shot, but safe into the hands of Bentner. Yes, Bayern fans are just getting those flags waving too high. Manuel Neuer, Lima, Konrad Lima to Goretzka, Kimmich, back to Goretzka. Mathis Tell, that is Palina with that tackle. Some sort of mishaps in the midfield. Kimmich trying to find Ibrahimovic. So Mainz are trying for those sort of consolation, at least with a goal, but stay high on the defensive aspects. That was a straight shot to Manuel Neuer. Man, these days Manuel Neuer are missing those straight shots into his hands. Manuel Neuer is getting old. That legend is getting old. It is quite visible with his saves. Kimmich back to Neuer. to Goretzka, Matthew Stell, Palhina goes first Sane. Just look at Palhina is making those air lofted balls. The first time I have seen Palhina making those balls to the wings. Palhina finds Guerrero, Guerrero to Gnabry, Tell, Ibrahimovic inside the box, back to Tell. How is Tell going to handle with the likes of Ibrahimovic? How many minutes more are left? It's already 85 minutes, 5 minutes plus stoppage time to this game. That is the need of the hour. But let me get the date and the text over here. Yes, the stream quality is good, the video quality is good. Goretzka to Lima, Gnabry, that is Kimmich and Lima. For those interceptions, they have got those blocks. Palina, but yes, passing aspects of Palina, especially with those one touch, he is a bit lacking. Palina to Gnabry, Kimmich, Lima, Muller, Muller to Gnabry, Lima and Goretzka are staying bit deep. But yes, these centre back experts of Bayern are always very aggressive and they are high on that line. Just look at Manuel Neuer where he is positioned. Guerrero, Tell finds Guerrero. Guerrero with that left footer. No, that was a class gameplay from the three trios. Defense, warm FSV Mainz and the Bayern Munich have scored 4 goals. So yes, what are the matches of these aspects? What was the contact that was with Goretzka over there? Guerrero and Goretzka building up with Mathistell, but every time Mathistell is getting that ball, when he is not getting those moves quite efficient from the left wings, Gnabry gets a chance. Can Chef score a goal from there? No. Mathistell and Gnabry, they both are in need of some sort of training with the clinical finishings as well as those wing movements. Both of these players are in need of big help from the team. I don't find Gnabry and Mathistell running like this for too long. Vincent Company having a proud moment at the Mainz Stadium. And yes, Munchen has traveled to the MEWA Arena, Meva Arena, facing Mainz, and with 4 goals up in the first half, no goals being scored in the second half. So yes, the team has just stuck to the basics of their starting lineup, and with that only they have got that success. But despite the substitutions early in the second half, the team hasn't been able to score more goals. Well, that is the end of the second half. No stoppage time to wait. That was a good moment to wait. What a win from Bayern, and yes, again back to the winning streak. In the previous game, winning it by 5 goals, and this game, winning it by 4 goals. A good start from Company and his team back to the scoring opportunities, but definitely some of the players need some sort of replacements to be made in the winters. And yes, especially to talk about them is the likes of Gnabry and Mathis. These two players, they have done some kind of decent job, but they have to be on the scoring sheets. That will be quite concerning. Whereas talking about Pelina, he has to stay on those defensive midfield positions in between the centre backs. That is the position he plays the best. If Company needs to have those tactics implemented, then definitely it is a good call. And yes, Limer as well as the presence of Hiroki Ito as well as Tanisik back to the squad will bring some kind of competitions to those right backs as well as the left backs. These are the moments which man has to build up, and yes, they will definitely do good. The next game which Bayern are going to face in the fixtures is that of Union Berlin, and then is Benfica at home for the Champions League. So that is all about the DFB Pokal. But yes, Brighton against Liverpool, that is a Liverpool winning it by 3-2 goals. But yes, those were two early goals by Gakpo. But Brighton had some comeback, but they just couldn't get those equalizers. So yes, Liverpool has got those victory under Arne Slot again. Back-to-back victories continuously going on for Arne Slot. And yes, Manchester United are 5 goals up with that of 2 goals from Leicester City. So this will be the Ruud van Nistelrooy moment for United, and at his debut appearance for United as the interim manager, if Ruben Amorim is going to join on a complete setup, then it is the first victory coming in for Van Nistelrooy. So that was all for today, guys. We will definitely have a compilation of all the videos, all the aspects all the matches which we have seen, I'm feeling too sleepy, and yes, my eyes are now just giving up. I definitely need to end the stream. Do keep liking us, do give us a share, and do comment, and yes, definitely do subscribe and press the notification bell. So we had two matches which we watched today for the watch along. Apart from those two matches, we watched many other matches also on our Discord. The Discord link is given in the channel description as well as in the video description. So yes, do stay tuned, and tomorrow we will be having the matches and the watch along of many games. Yes, Atletico is having a game today also. We will have that. Apart from that, there are some kind of matches in the Serie A which will be there in the watch along. But yes, Monaco facing Angers, as well as the Saturday where there is Leverkusen and Stuttgart late on the Friday night. Some of the matches will be there which we will be covering up. So yes, lots to talk about of the football, and special videos on Manchester United's Van Nistelrooy and Ruben Amorim. No sort of making those videos so early because the United are at the number 13 position in the table, and to predict about the aspects of Ruben Amorim or Van Nistelrooy, it is a very uphill task for United to do in this Premier League season, and definitely with all the victories in the next games, if United gets that, then also they are not going to get those top 5 position spots. It will be quite difficult because United are having those tough matches still left in this first half of this season, where they have to face Chelsea, Manchester City, Liverpool, and many more. So that was all for today, guys. I'm feeling sleepy. I really need to end this. My eyes are not giving. So stay tuned. Bye bye. Keep going. Good night.